So first of all, they're going to give us our ordered pair. They give us -7 for y and -21 for x. If we were to write that as an ordered pair, it would be -21, comma, -7. Let's put this as a ratio of y over x, and that's going to give us -7 over -21. So this is going to give us our m, but let's go ahead and put it in a calculator. So in the calculator, if we were to do this, we would have -7 over -21. Hit enter. It gives us a positive 1/3. So let me move that real quick. So I have a positive 1/3 is equal to m. So now that I know my m, I can write my equation. Remember, our equation is always going to be y equals mx. That's our direct variation equation. And since we know m is equal to 1/3, we just need to plug that in for m. So our equation is y is equal to 1/3 x. And box it, because that's part of your answer. Now, we just need to determine what x is when y is equal to 9. Now, this one's a little different. It was a lot easier up here when we just plugged it in for the x, but down here we have to do something slightly different. So what I would like for you to do is we are going to go ahead and plug in for our y. So let's see. So we have y equals mx. For my y, I'm going to plug in my number. It says y is equal to 9, so I'm going to put a 9 for my y. And then for my m, I know it's 1/3, so I'm going to put 1/3. And then we don't know what x is. So this is what we end up with. So if we want to solve this, we're going to have to do inverse operations, much like we did on a problem yesterday. And I'm going to bring this over here so that I can work it from top to bottom. I think it'll make more sense if I write it this way. 9 is equal to 1/3 x. Now 1/3 x just means 1/3 times x. With that being said, when you use the inverse operation of multiplication, which is division, so instead of, if this is multiplying x and 1/3, we want to go ahead and divide 1/3 out. Remember, whatever we do to one side, we have to do it to the other side to balance the equation. So we're also going to divide 9 by 1/3 over here. The good thing is 1/3 divided by 1/3 is just 1. So we can cancel those out and just bring down my x. And if you're questioning that, if you're going, you know what, it really is 1/3 divided by 1/3 really equal to 1, well, you can go ahead and put in a fraction bar, and we can try it. Put in another fraction bar on top, and we'll do that one's going to be 1/3 divided by, put another fraction bar, 1/3. So now you see that I have 1/3 divided by 1/3. I can hit enter, and look, it gives me 1. And remember, 1 times x just gives us 1x, because 1 times any number is just itself. So we don't have to write the 1 in front of it. There's always an implied 1, so it's just x. Now we need to plug in this side of the equation. So we need to go put a fraction bar, 9 over, put another fraction bar in the denominator, and do 1/3. So now that we got that in, that's exactly what we have written here. Let's hit enter. And it gives us 27. So that gives us 27, and that'll be our answer. So the first part of the answer is y is equal to 1/3 x. That's our equation. The second part of the answer, and I'm just going to draw a little arrow over here, is right there. And it's x is equal to 27 when y is equal to 9. Also keep in mind that you could go ahead and put the 9 is equal to 1/3 times x into numerical solve and then solve for x, and it'll do the work for you if you need that extra support.